Hi guys, it's Mia from MiasDanceVideos, and you're watching the dance collab 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this week's video topic is on what's in my dance bag. You know, it's kind of self-explanatory what it is. So I'm going to basically get into it, and hopefully you can get some tips on what to carry in your dance bag. And just for the reference, I only take ballet and points, so I don't take a bunch of other types of dance. At the moment, that is. So I have a Vera Bradley dance bag. And this in the I Love collection, which is a retired collection. I believe it was the one that supported breast cancer, like the funds into breast cancer research. And so it's just a very pretty bag. It's very handy. I got it on sale because it was retired. So it has a front little pocket here that zips. And in here, I basically just have hair essentials. So I have my little Dorothy and Toto tin that I got at a local store, and it just has barrettes and U-shaped bobby pins, or bobby pins and U-shaped bobby pins. I don't have any barrettes in there. And I also have a bunch of hair ties. I'm not really quite sure what is exactly in this pocket because I never go into it because I usually never need to. I have what I consider my lucky dance pin. So just says dance, has a pair of pointe shoes. I actually had a friend give this to me in the 2nd grade before a recital. We're no longer really in contact. We went our separate ways when we went to middle school. But, you know, it's still my lucky dance pen because I've never really been gifted a dance pen. I have ornaments and all sorts of stuff. But this is just a pen, and I always took it with me to recital after that, so I just keep it in my dance bag now. And then there's just a little flap here, and I have Second Skin, which is for burns. I use it for bruises, like if your nail, like my nail was recently like kind of crushed on the corner, and so, but you have to keep it taped up to keep it moist on the inside, so I just keep it there just to be able to easily grab it. So, oh, and then right here on the handle I have a combination lock. Weird, I know, but I use this bag a lot when I go to the gym, and so that's why I have that there. And I have, just on the tie here, I have old pointe shoe string, and I have this Sasha pointe shoe keychain that I got at a dance store. Okay, this is what the inside looks like. Whoa! It has a bunch of handy-dandy pockets. So, let's get started. So, in the first little pocket area, I have my ballet shoes, which are so dirty. Look at that. I might need to get black ones soon, but they're so dirty, so old. I've had them. This is like my 2nd year with them. But, I mean, it's nothing. You know, they're just your normal ballet shoes, and they're just stuffed in here. And then the pocket to the right, like to my right, I have corn cushions. I don't have corns, but I use these for bruises as well. Like, I'll center, or I'll put the bruise in the middle. Like, I'll center it around the bruise so that less pressure is on the bruise. And that's mainly for, like, corners of toes and stuff when you're on point. Below that, I have a high bounce pinky ball. I use this as a tennis ball for foot flexibility and things like that. And then, oh, I just had a ring fall off. To the right of that, I have Grishko lamb's wool for my pointe shoes. That's also kind of a self-explanatory. For those of you who do pointe, you know, I'm not going to go into detail about it. And then I have my pointe shoes. They're Gainer Minden's. I don't keep my other pair in here just because I never wear them, but they are hanging up. So these are just my Gainers, and they're wrapped up nice and neat. You can't really see the elastic on that one, but you can on this one. So I just, and like, these are all little pockets, like on the lining of the bag. And then my next pockets, I have toe pads and these little tight things. Not tight things, they're tights. What I did was I got tights, and I cut off the foot of them, and they were convertible tights because yeah, they have a hole in them. But I just cut the foot off, so this is just so I don't have to wear full tights, but I can just slip on, like, practicing at home. Or at pointe, like, my pointe shoes tend to slide off my heels, so I'll hike up my tights, like, above my heels, or above my ankles, and then I'll put these on my feet and kind of scrunch them up so that they cover my toes, and my toes don't get irritated from pointe. but my ankles aren't covered, so it's just kind of, because we have to have tights in ballet, but we don't have to. I'm pretty sure they prefer them. I'm just getting way off topic. Then I have toe pads. My last class I used these purple gel ones. They're really thick, just because my last class I had a bruise, I said I had that shattered part of my nail, which it feels like a bruise, so I decided to wear these just to be safe so I could do it, and it was also bandaged up and everything, but these are just thicker and I hardly wear them, but I also have ouch pouches which I wear much more often, and once again, if you're familiar with ballet, this really should be more of a what's in my ballet bag, because that's all I do. So we don't want to be misleading tap dancers coming on here being like, what the heck does she have? Although I did tap dance for 8 years, and I might be doing Sleeping Beauty. Like, I made auditions, but I'm still not quite sure if I'm able to do them. And one of my characters is I'm Hop's sister, one of his sisters, but I might consider being one of his brothers, because his brothers are tap dancing, and the choreographer needs an extra tap dancer. And even though I haven't tap danced in a number of years, if I can find a pair of shoes that fit me, just that I can borrow, I will do it, because I miss tap. And then I just have so many foot undies. If you don't know what they are, they're just, I used them a lot in Lyrical when I took Lyrical, but they're just padded on the bottom. They're by Capezia. I have the first pair I ever owned. Don't ask why I have them in here. They are much smaller. I dropped those too. They're black, and they have, like, huge holes because my feet grew, like, immediately after I bought them. My last ones I got for Valentine's Day last year, my mom got me. They are so cute. Look at them. They're pink. And I've hardly worn them because, well, they look very dirty, but compared to the rest, because they're just so cute, and they look like they have little tutus on them, so I think they are so adorable. But I just keep all of these, mainly because I use them when I have practice at home, or if I'm practicing at the gym, and they're just in here. And I guess I just have these kind of as a luck thing, or just a memorabilia, you know. Yeah, so that's the reason they're in there. I can't see why I'd use them in class. I might be able to get away with it, but I don't know. Okay, then, of course, there's a bunch of stuff in the center. Yeah, I'm not done yet, so a bunch of stuff just in the middle here. So first, I just have, like, an emergency kit, and this is one of those really useful box things you can get at Staples, really cheap. And I just have a whole bunch of junk in here. So I have these little, there's another one in here, so down there. These little cushion thingies, I'm not quite sure what they're called. You can find them like at Rite Aid or any drugstore, and they're virtually like toe tape, except they slip on and they're padded, like with a kind of a foamy material, and so they're thicker and they're just more padded, and they come in long tubes, like it's just like, I don't know, but they're like long, and you're just able to cut them off to the length you want. So, you can find those like in a foot section. I've seen them all the time. I just hadn't bought any new ones. But if you use them a lot, which I haven't used these a lot, but there was a time when I used them a lot, they'll wear down, and you'll have to buy more. I have Fray Check, which I actually need to use on my pointe shoes because the ribbon has started to come up a little bit, and it's fraying, so I need to use them. But instead of just doing, what do people use? Like, they'll light them, they'll put wax on them, whatever they do. I just use Fray Check. It's easier for me, less dangerous, you know. I have toe tape. That's kind of self-explanatory. I have pink thread and a needle. Once again. New Skin liquid. For blisters. Hurts like helicopter when you put it on fresh ones. Trust me. Now, if you're a weakling like me at points, or, you know, you don't have too bad of a blister, that's when Orajel comes in, because I mean, basically, Orajel is for blisters of the mouth. Why can't you use it on your feet? And this is obviously not the scented kind. But, it's pretty expensive, though. But it's worth it. I have retractable scissors for the thread and cutting. Because, you know. But it's always nice to have this stuff. Because some people will have just thread and ribbon, but they won't have scissors. And, you know, that's how it works. And I have 2 Band-Aids. And they're the kind that are just see-through. Okay, so, gosh, the majority of this is just leg warmers, I think. No, I have a TheraBand down there. So I have this set of leg warmers. They're black and they're fuzzy. For those of you that are just watching this for the heck of it and you don't dance, because I know my stepmom's like, what are leg warmers for other than fashion? Because, you know, she grew up in the 80s. But they really do. They warm your muscles, so I use them quite often. These are shorter ones. These are by Harmony. Oh gosh, it's I think Capezia does Harmony. Like it's a brand of another brand. I can't remember. I think it's Capezia. But they're just black, bigger leg warmers that I made out of old knee-high socks because I never wear knee-high socks. and they're my favorite. So they're old socks, and I also cut a part out in the heel here. And these are the ones that I will wear, like, up to my knee. Like, yes, these do go all the way up to my knee. No, I'm not that short, but they stretch. That just helps warm up before point. And then I have a hairband, and it's also in here because it's just something I use for dance. Okay, so this is my dance bag. Post a video response, because I really love watching these videos, and I want to see what you guys have in your dance bag, so post a video response and let me see. And subscribe to my main channel, which is MiasDanceVideos. I recently found out that all of the old dance collab videos were taken down off of this channel for the new year. So I will be posting the old ones for those of you that watch my older stuff. I'll be posting old ones weekly on my main channel. But my main channel is active once again because I know it was inactive for a long time because I was sick and on vacation and blah 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 blah, but it's active again. And so we have that, my second channel, definitely. Follow me on Twitter. I love followers, and also like my Facebook page. You'll get all the information about my new videos. You won't have to check YouTube regularly, just, you know, you'll get notifications and you'll be like, oh my god, and you just click the link, or you can actually watch it straight from Facebook. So I gotta go, guys, because I gotta write a dance journal, and I also need to do some chores, and I need to get in bed, like, ASAP. So I will see you guys in 1 week. You have a good weekend. Bye!